Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to make this video to explain what you are looking at in this case study of the rock pocket mouse. I love this case study. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm really excited that we're able to do this year. So you're going to watch the video. You can watch the video linked here. It's the same as the video that I linked on Schoology, but you have to watch the video. I'm telling you this because I've had people in the past that are like, I'm just going to try to Google and find the answers. I'm just kind of skip through. I'm just going to pretend that I know. You have to watch the video, trust me. And what I would recommend doing is having half of your screen dedicated to the video, maybe the other half to this assignment so you can see the questions and you have them easily there. Try to put things in order for you. After you've completed it, please make sure you are submitting it. Again, if you have any questions, you're confused, you can email me, of course, you can text me, and I put that number there as well. But I gave you a few vocabulary definitions just to kind of start you off. So an allele, reminding you that's one version of a particular gene. For example, blue-eyed allele, brown-eyed allele, right? One version of a trait. Genotype, right? The type of genetic information an individual has, even though you might not be able to see it. Heterozygous is if you have two different alleles for a gene, and then homozygous is if you have the same allele for a gene. And phenotype is the physical expression of what we're seeing from the genes, right? So you can physically see that I have brown eyes. You can assume that my genotype, my genes, which you can't physically see, code for that brown-eyed trait. So looking at the questions, just with this, I'm going to go through the questions with you a little bit. So question 1, rock pocket mice are typically found in the Southwest. Where are the rock pocket mice in this video located? It's a specific place. It's one of my favorite places to visit, actually, because I have been there. Question 2, what caused the differences in color in the rock and sand in this location? There was something that occurred, an event that caused the differences in the rock and sand in that specific spot in the video. Question 3, who usually eats the rock pocket mice, right? Like which animals typically are the predators for these mice in this environment? Talks about that. Question 4, do the mice show a preference for light or dark rock? It's either going to be a yes, they do, or no, they don't. The video, again, will give you that answer as well. Question 5, how did the dark mouse first appear? This is going to be maybe 1 to 2 sentences, but it will connect to what we've talked about. So listen closely about how did this dark mouse first come about, right? Like what happened, okay? Question 6, why are some mice light colored and some mice dark colored? Why does that happen? Okay. Question 7, does fur color provide any selective advantage or disadvantage? Meaning, is there a benefit to having a specific color fur? Okay, and so your answer may be yes, there is a benefit, or no, there isn't a benefit, right? Yes, there's an advantage, or no, there's not an advantage, and explaining why you're saying that. Okay. Question 8, in 4 to 5 complete sentences, explain how the rock pocket mouse population demonstrates the 4 factors that we talked about that drive natural selection and evolution. So again, I put a little reminder here of what the 4 factors are: population size, variation of traits or alleles, right? Random mutation and sexual reproduction, competition for resources, and the rate of reproduction. And if you aren't sure on like what these mean a little bit, again, you can go back, you can rewatch the video that I made when we talked about this. It's from last week. So you can look at those things if you want. Question 9, does evolution ever end? It's either a yes or a no, and maybe why you think that. So maybe 1 or 2 sentences of yes, evolution ends, here's why I think that, or no, evolution doesn't end, here's why I think that. And then question 10, you know, I try to be careful when I ask you to come up with questions. I don't want you to come up with a question that you already have an answer to. And I know sometimes when teachers ask you to come up with questions, you're like, okay, like, you know, you just think of something random. But I really want you to think about what this video is kind of showing you. And I want you to think of one question that you have genuinely that you're curious about, or something that you'd like to learn more about this, something that you're like, I'm still kind of interested in this in evolution, or maybe you're interested specifically in these rock pocket mice, or maybe you're interested in a couple of the scientists that you saw in the video that are very, very well known, very, very famous in the biology community. So that's it. Those are the 10 questions. Once you finish answering them, again, please make sure you are submitting the assignment. And I hope that this video helped you kind of break down what to do.